Well, hello everyone and welcome to Over the West Nurseries. It's a beautiful summer's day. The temperatures are rising. It's a little on the toasty side, and as you see, we're putting down some netting, some screen to shade some of our shade-loving plants. But out here on this wagon, as you see, we have lots of gorgeous sun-loving plants, including these coneflowers. These are Echinacea, as they're known botanically. Tremendous plants for adding perennial color to our garden during the summer months. An extremely long period of flowering, and as you see as I pan across this wagon here, lots of different types at different colors and different heights too. And that's what's fantastic, to be able to take these and plant them in our gardens, bring in pollinating insects and butterflies, of course, but also, of course, delight our eyes with lots of fabulous, colorful flowers. And here in front of me, right in the middle of the wagon, I want to show you two very nice selections made by Terra Nova Nursery, and principally an example of superior breeding by Harini Colipera, the lead breeder of coneflowers at Terra Nova. Now, she's responsible for bringing out varieties that have clear, good saturated color, short and compact too, with a high bud count. And I think if you know anything about coneflowers, you'll realize that what I'm talking about is the Kismet series. They're called Kismet because Kismet, the word, means fate, destiny. It's meant to be. And I suppose with all the breeding prowess and all the varieties that they have developed over the years, it was just a matter of time until they brought out a series like this. The one I'm focusing on right here is one called Kismet Yellow. As you see, beautiful, bright golden, large flowered variety with these horizontal ray florets that make wonderful landing pads for pollinating insects and butterflies. What's more, this is short and compact and very free flowering, getting only to about 18 inches or so, 18 inches or so, and a little wider, maybe getting out to as much as 18 inches or 2 foot wide. This is a terrific perennial for adding bright, colorful spots into your garden. Now, the other neat thing about this variety is that it's a hand-picked for you selection. That means that it's gone through a trialing and testing process right here in this region, selected by a panel of expert growers, breeders, retailers, and homeowners too. It's certified to thrive well right here in this region. And then over to the side is a sister variety of it. This is one called Kismet White. And this one's also a fabulous variety. Goes with the other two selections that we feature elsewhere on this channel. That's the Intense Orange and also Kismet Raspberry. Both of those are excellent selections too. Now, as you probably know, the coneflowers are bred from native species, and this is the result of many generations of a complex breeding program that's led to these interspecific hybrids. Now, the thing about coneflowers is they love to grow in a sunny, or will also do in a partially shaded site. But one of the most important things if you're thinking about growing these plants is to make sure that you planted in a free draining site. Now, an average garden soil will be just fine as long as it's free draining. When you plant them, of course, dig a good sized hole, work in some organic matter, and water them well until the plants get established. Then you'll find they'll grow out and produce these beautiful flowers that on many of them are also fragrant. And if you want to try to keep them going and flowering and want to really enhance the flowering and reboom ability of these plants, then what you would do would be to cut out the old flowers when they begin to go over. You'll see the petals, now these are in their prime, but you'll see that the petals will start to take on a little bit of discoloration. And at that point they start to make seed here inside the comb. Now that's quite good if you want to attract goldfinches and other small birds into the garden in late summer or fall. But because I like plenty of flowers on my coneflowers and I love to have them rebloom, I go through and trim out the old flowering stems, just cut them out when they're beginning to go over about where my finger is now, and then that encourages plenty of young fresh buds that will come from the ground, and that's the secret to being able to get plenty of color going right through into the autumn time. So in summary, really good plants for a sunny, well-drained position, hardy throughout our entire region. This is typical of really good breeding, producing plants that are compact and bushy and sturdy, plants that will grow very well in a bed or a border, or if you wanted to pop it into a container too, and also fabulous plants for cut flower arrangements. Lots of places where you're going to be able to enjoy these compact, free flowering, superb selections that are part of the Kismet series from Terra Nova Nurseries. This particular one is one called Kismet White, and then the golden yellow one over here on the right is Kismet Yellow. Both of them really superb ones that I think you'll enjoy growing in your garden.